All right, so this is a high pressure xenon bulb. I guess I've heard stories about this little bulb containing pressures as high as like 100 bar or some crazy insane amount of pressure. I doubt that, but when I was told how much pressure is inside that little bulb, I was in disbelief. I told him I don't think you've got it figured out, but this guy who told me knows a lot of stuff. Ooh. I'm pretty sure this is putting off some dangerous UV rays. This thing right here is a job site stringer lamp. This thing is really cool. It's very well built. As you can see, it has cooling fins through the entire interior. So they definitely got their cooling game in order. I have a similar bulb to that. I posted a video of this bulb 6 years ago. This is a 100-watt LED bulb, and one of the stringers is burnt out on it. I'll turn it on in a minute, but I don't want to blind you just sitting here staring at light bulbs. That cost me like 89 bucks. It draws 100 watts of power, but it's said to be a 500-watt replacement because the LEDs are brighter than the 500 or the 100-watt incandescent bulbs. They also sent me this dock light. Don't pay attention to this garbage. I put that on there because apparently I'm blind, but this dock light is actually really well built. This thing could handle a direct hit from a forklift for sure. And I say that because when you see where it's meant to go, this is what the item looks like out of the box. And it's meant to like shine into the back of a truck, like right here. Like it swings out around the edge. It's marked down from 300 bucks, $200 light fixture, but dude, I can tell you what, this thing is built really sturdy. Like I said, I'm not just trying to sell you this thing, guys. Maybe it's not from China and I'm jumping the gun, but it is solid as a brick. You can see how thick that protective shielding material is there. I mean, I'll turn it on and shut up here, but where's the button? It's got a really nice button on there. And it's waterproof. It can take direct splash from rain. So if you're loading during the rain, but I wanted it for a spotlight for welding. Even though welding's very bright, you still need to be able to see really well for intricate fit-ups and other electronics works that I do. This thing can pretty much shine anywhere in the shop, which is cool. Definitely a bright light. I mean, I got lights on and it's overpowering what I have on. This other one, this thing is freaking insane. Just plugging it in right there. That thing there is blasting. I don't know why I turned those other bulbs off. Not that it really matters, but I blew one out with my bug gun the other day, shooting at a big bug. So that thing is screaming. So this is 150 watts. And I don't know what type of replacement that would be. If a 500 watt replacement only needs 100, then this thing's probably brighter than 500 watts. And I would agree with that. Definitely a really cool, really well built setup. And it has a stringer plug on the side of it. So yeah, they sent me this stuff to review. So I'm gonna put it through its paces, beat it up for a while, and eventually do another video for it. But like I said, it's been a while since I've got something that I thought was actually worth showing you guys. And this is some pretty heavy built stuff. Definitely not no typical generic garbage that you see. That is not what it's intended for. I don't have a dock or any room to put the thing, so I thought it'd be cool to give me my own little dental light there. I think they sent me this thing over here also. I read an article in a magazine about this guy did a study on how much money is lost in industry because they don't have bright enough lights in their shops. True story. It was like a Reader's Digest. Okay. So there's that thing. And it's true. Like when you're doing important work, you need above average lighting. Like your average lighting, you can't freaking solder components together under candlelight. You'll burn stuff up. So this is this thing 6 years later. It cost me $89 6 years ago. So that's about 270 bucks for that light bulb right there. And this one here was 211. And I can't remember what they want for this. I think I have this one right. Yeah, I have this one right here. So that's a $100 bulb, which ain't too bad. I'm confused why the 100 watt costs more, but nonetheless, I'm gonna see if it burns up. We'll go from there. Definitely brighter than what I had, that's for sure. And this one here wasn't too bad either. This is their Bay light. I don't even know if this is the company that sent me this, but for what it's worth, 6 years later, I'm back on this light here. I said I would come back to this light bulb one day. Not that I expect a single one of you to remember that video, but it does exist. And yeah, it's still going and hasn't burnt the place down yet. So there it is, full spectrum. Am I the only one that likes it bright in their shop? I still feel like I need a little bit more. I feel like we need all that up there, back here, and we'd be halfway there. While we're on the subject of lights, why does this cost $1,000? Well, this is off an Infinity G37X, and there's some pretty weird stuff about these headlights. Very strange power supply. And I'm going to take it apart. Yeah. So this feels expensive. Pretty freaking heavy. It's probably potted and all that good stuff. I don't understand why it was connected that way. Oh, for a gasket. So really nice cable there. Pretty interesting optical properties. And it's breaking all over me. So that sucks. I don't want to clean that up, and the light inside of there is like in a cavity. Very strange light bulb. Oh, what is this thing? Ooh, freaking wow, dude. This is a high pressure Xenon bulb. One of these still works. Now there's a guy called Photon Induction who shows one of these bad boys in operation. Where's my tether in here? Oh great, there's a dang tether bracket in there. And I think I can get to that. The right size screwdriver. Alright, at this point, I feel like I gotta hook the dang thing up. I don't know if that's the one that burnt out or not, though. Really cool light, though. Is this see through here or not? Yeah. So this is a really cool light. Oh, okay. I just got to get some 12 volt action going there. It's corroded pretty badly. All right, so I don't know how much of that I recorded. There was a short in the module, and black was negative. And the idea that hooking up a DC electronic backwards would protect itself because of the diodes was wrong. I pumped 38 amps into this thing backwards. I had it hooked up backwards because I wasn't getting no action forwards. So I don't know how much of this I recorded. Very cool little light bulb there. So that bulb that's encased inside of that glass, I guess, has like 100 bar of pressure in there or something like that. It's a very exotic light bulb. Photon Induction does a video on one of these that's about the size of your fist. Well, it's about the size of a walnut, actually. And he's the one that tells us how high the pressure is inside of them. So, I'm only pulling 2 amps. I don't know if I can touch it without getting lit up. It said 300 volts, short circuit voltage. Oh crap, don't touch that. That is pretty freaking weird, dude. It is putting off some different colors. Now I think I'm messing it up, shorting it out. I'm getting like some golden colors off of it now. So it's putting off some yellow light as well. All right, there's nothing to look at here, really. We're done. So, I don't have time to look it up, but if anybody in the comment section knows, tell me if I'm way off or not. But I think this is a high pressure Xenon bulb. Come off an Infinity G37. High pressure Xenon, yeah. And it operates under extremely high pressure. There's like a chemical in there. We got to get this zoomed in. Hold on here. I'm seeing like a chemical. Maybe that's just the getter. You see that? Some molten something. Maybe that's the Xenon sample. I don't know. We are unable to observe the electrodes, but nonetheless, pretty interesting bulb.